Hey folks, hope you're well. I've mentioned a few times on the internet lately that I'm on my 500th video now. So of all the time I've been doing YouTube, apparently my playlist is on 499. This will be video 500 that I'm adding in there. I don't think it's officially the 500th thing I have done because I did some FTL videos. I did some other random bits in the past, best thing from videos. I saw some videos Kev was showing yesterday of us walking up a steep hill in Lincoln and me at Straw Bear getting kicked in the groin. There's all sorts of videos of me online, but for me doing Sheepdog Says vlogs, this is numero 500. I don't know what Spanish for 500 was. Numero cinco would be 5, I don't know. Anyway, here I am. So I thought, you know what? It's a good chance to take stock of the channel, of the videos I've done, talk about where I was, where I've got to, and that kind of thing. It makes me laugh because my first video was very much I released a blog on the internet, and I think it was Kevin replied, well, it was Kevin, replied saying, for the love of God, stop writing these essays and just do 10-minute videos saying the same thing. Like, I don't want to read a 10-minute essay of you saying something funny when I could just watch you saying it funny, and it would take so much less time for him to consume. So I got my camera, I got my iPad out actually, and I'll pop the video on the little eye bit up here that you click, and it just then you can see what it is and everything. And it was just me kind of leaning on the table going, yeah, so Kev told me to start filming, so here I am. This is my first vlog. I'm just going to start releasing videos on my channel. I don't know what I'm going to do, but you know, hello, hope you're all well, blah, blah, blah. I do regret having started YouTube in that way, because what kind of happened was Kev and all of the people who kind of follow me through different things like the podcast and other things I've done all were like, oh, brilliant, Sheepdog's done a vlog, let's have a watch. Oh, it's just him sat leaning. Basically, the phone was pointing to the ceiling and I was leaning over it because I couldn't figure out, or I couldn't think of a good place to sit to have a backdrop. So I just thought if I just point it up and I look down, for the viewer, it still looks like, you know, I could be facing down at the moment. I could be suspended from a ceiling. That could be a ceiling sort of thing behind me. And for all you know, I'm dangling, and in a minute, the wire's going to snap and I'm going to hit the phone. But that was my logic. But no, when you watch it back, you can absolutely tell. And it is a terrible video. I think if I was doing it differently, I would have planned it out. And then I'd have been like, hello, welcome to Sheepdog Says, this is my new vlog, and this is what I'm going to do, and I'm blah, 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 and and then it might have started a bit better, because what kind of happened was I went, like 500 people watched that first one, and then the next day I went down to like, I don't know, 50 or whatever. And that is YouTube in a nutshell. It's quite a funny journey. And I thought if I go through, you know, the highs, the lows, the different things that have happened, I did write it all down on a piece of paper. So I'm going to try and not look like I'm reading from a piece of paper, but I am referencing it to make sure I don't forget any of the points I've made. So I've had a very, very good time with this. 500 videos has been really, really fun. My favourite ones, I think, do you know what? The one I've watched the most, and it's a really random one, but I know it's really random to say I've watched my own videos the most in any way, I guess. But I absolutely loved the video of me, Emily and Oliver playing with aqua dragons, because they are so young, they are so little, they are so cute, and it wasn't that long ago. So it shows that Emily has aged massively in the past sort of 2 years or so. Oliver has grown up a lot in the time. Ben was a baby then pretty much, so he's grown up a lot too, but he wasn't in the video, bless him. And I watch that now and again if I'm feeling a little bit, I don't know, just whatever the problem is, I'll look at that and I'll watch it, and it's just cute. I really enjoyed that, and it's funny saying this out loud, but we did a video where we just tried drinks, and it was just adorable. There was Oliver kind of going, I'll get you some water, Daddy, don't worry. And then he runs off, and when he comes back, he turned the hot tap on, and I drank hot water. And all these videos were just great little things I did with them. They didn't get many views, but they were just great fun. And we had a lovely time, and I really enjoyed doing it with them. So I kind of want to do more of that moving forward. But I just found I kind of went back and forth changing what I was doing, or going down different routes and that kind of thing. I tried vlogging our holiday to Disney, which is another highlight for me. I had a playlist set aside for that. Again, I'll pop it there, playlist for the Disney holiday. We went to Florida. I vlogged the holiday. I feel like in hindsight, I was making that very stressful for everyone, considering that I had very low view. I wasn't like Kev paying the bills when he goes on holiday. I was just trying to vlog the holiday, and it was good fun. but I do feel like it probably dragged people away from spare time, or was a little bit intrusive of something. I mean, we were on rides. I enjoyed it. I loved it. It did raise the question for me: do I want to film every moment of everything we do? Will that annoy everyone? And I feel like that's kind of been a lot of my journey. So I can kind of look at this and think, would I want to film everything the family does every time we go out, every time we have an adventure of some kind? And I think I decided very, at least midway through, the answer's probably no. Like, I don't mind filming. We went to Comic-Con. That was another highlight. I really loved that. And it was fun filming them, remembering it. I feel like the kids quite enjoy seeing them going to Comic-Con. They quite enjoy that bit. That was quite well received at the time. Having the videos of Disney's quite handy, but a lot of it's me talking about what happened, because again, I didn't want to intrude too much on our meals or our rides or that kind of thing. But overall, I felt like dragging Claire into it was stressful for her, or doing it while we're out means that she has to take complete control of the kids while I go and do my own flights of fancy. And I can involve them, but I just learned very quickly. And I feel like Kev's had the same conclusion now. He's done it for a few years, and now he's saying he doesn't want to vlog anymore with it. I still think I will do some things, but kind of like he said, he's not going to make it what he does. It's become the thing that it'd be nice to do some of that, but I mean, we went to the zoo earlier in the year and I didn't vlog that. I don't think I did anyway. I think I filmed little bits maybe, but it was just a nice day out. It was getting out of the house, not being in lockdown and that kind of thing. But it was just nice enjoying them and being with them and taking pictures of them and the monkeys and everything, and not feeling like I had to kind of direct a video and remember all the clips and that kind of thing. But I don't know, I do enjoy doing them. They are really, they're the more popular videos I do. So I will do events and adventures, but I just it's made me answer a lot of questions about what I want to do, where I want to be and how I want the family to be. It's been fun using this as a platform to rant when when an injustice has occurred. So one of my most watched videos is my rant about the national leasehold scandal, which is a very funny thing to happen because everything else is quite silly, or about Ollie's autism or whatever random things have gone on. There's a few sad videos, there's a few happy videos, funny videos, and so forth. That one's just me ranting in my car about how Persimmon sold us a house with a leasehold and lied to us loads, and I've had to try and overcome it. And eventually I won the battle. And every now and again I get a contact from them. There's like a group, the National Leasehold Scandal group, and they'll ask me if they can send my video to someone. I'm a little bit disappointed that they've sent it to like the Daily Mail, who I don't really like, and loads of other newspapers, and I've had reporters get in touch with me to talk to me, and then nothing's ever happened from it. So there's been a few times where I've been really excited that they were going to feature me in an article, not the Mail but other places, and I was expecting this to be a thing. Oh, brilliant, people are going to come to my channel for that. They're going to see other things. It's going to be great. And then the journalist would just be like, you know what, we'll get in touch. We'll get in touch. That is kind of still ongoing. And every now and again, I get a comment on that video. And it just makes me laugh because people are still being bitten. But not makes me laugh. It frustrates me that people are still being bitten by it. But it makes me laugh that is one of the videos that just keeps bringing. The weirdest video that just keeps giving. And I had a comment yesterday, funnily enough, was really spur of the moment. I didn't plan it. I didn't think it through. I literally was in my kitchen trying to open a tin and the stupid can opener broke. And so I got my camera out and I just started filming me ranting about how stupid my can opener was and how much I hated it and how I used to have an older one that was amazing, and this is a magic can and it's just a piece of trash and it doesn't work and blah, blah, blah. And I get comments every now and again. This guy said to me yesterday, I've had a magic can for 20 years and it's always been brilliant. You need help, mate. And I just read it and laughed. I haven't commented back yet. I keep meaning to sort of say, all right, cheers for watching, But that one is probably the most commented on one that I didn't expect. I just put it up there to make people laugh once, like ages ago. I think it was probably just a Tuesday or something. And I just thought, going to vlog about this today. I'm just going to rant about this, keep my run going. That's me done for the day. Didn't even have to edit it, just put it up, job done. And yeah, weirdly, it's just got people going. But yeah, there are lots. I'd like to hear in the comments what your favourite ones have been. It'd be interesting to hear your thoughts and just get feedback on that kind of thing, because that helps me think about what I'm doing in future. I want to go through what I've learned as well, because I think there's a lot of learning. It's a massive learning curve, all this stuff. I've only been doing Twitch for 5 videos and I feel like every video has been 10 paces ahead of the one before. I put that on for Pokemon Go on the first day, and it was just me going, hello, I'm on, I think, and I don't know what's going on. And I spent the first 5 minutes kind of talking to Ollie and Claire in the background before realizing I was broadcasting to the internet. And now I've got like a nice little countdown for 10 minutes, and I can check on my phone. Oh, I am live. I can see the countdown. I can hear the music I've suddenly added in stream 3, and I can see the graphics that I've added in stream 4, and I've set up tweets now that go out every hour to remind people I'm there. And it's like, this is all, I'm just learning bit by bit, and it's brilliant. And the YouTube is no different. I feel like first video, my advice to people, if you ever wanted to get into it, is to just do it. Maybe don't do it as abruptly as I did. Like, I literally got a text from Kev, or a message from Kev saying, he was like, start vlogging now or I'm going to brick your house. And I was like, I am going to start vlogging now. I knew he wasn't going to brick my house, but I just thought, I'm going to get my camera out and I'm going to start vlogging. And I just asked everyone to leave the room in the kitchen. I was like, I'm going to shut the door, send the kids upstairs. I'll sit out here. The light will be fine, I thought. And I sat underneath. That's, again, why I sat there. I was under the kitchen light, enough brightness to be seen. And I put it out. And then I was saying to Kev, why is it so grainy? And he was like, because you haven't got enough lighting. You need to have natural light, be outside, or have a spotlight on you. I think at first I just tried to be near an open window or right under the light. For the first maybe 50 vlogs, I tried sitting underneath the kitchen light with a curtain behind me. Funny enough, it's always been a purple curtain because that was what we had downstairs and up here, and I think just all the nicer curtains in the house are these purple ones. But that became part of the branding. Then it was like, right, I need to do better thumbnails, because before it was just me kind of like, hey, and then it'd be me writing on the screen, but I never got the font right. So then I started putting the bars along the bottom or bars at the top, just back to school or something like that. Eventually I started doing, do you know what I think I was doing? I was playing an old Sonic game, and it came in from the sides and up from the bottom, and it just said like Green Hill Zone or whatever. And I just thought, I'm going to have orange at the side and purple at the bottom, and I'm just going to put the title there. And so it was kind of a very, very, very poor, basic, rubbish attempt at just copying the Sonic 2 zone thing, basically. Obviously, if I had more time and wanted to rip it off completely, I could have added the shapes in or whatever and made it more like it. But I just thought, that's how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do the covers and write over the purple, and it's going to be fine. And I've kind of just stuck with that since. It works. But I feel like over time I've bought a spotlight, which still blinds me a bit. I know why YouTubers use sunglasses now, because I look at my videos afterwards and my left eye is always like this. I'm talking away and I'm like, I might as well wear an eye patch, because it just blinds me. But I've kind of got it pointing up here at the moment. I'm trying a new thing again, just hoping that it makes a bit of difference. The room's well lit. I used to have 2 pointing in either direction so that both eyes would be off, but I feel like I was just vlogging like this every day. But no, it's been interesting. I've bought a tripod. I used to have a hand one that I'd hold, and through the video it'd kind of be going like that because my arm would be getting tired. God knows how Kev does that. He must just constantly lift weights to keep his arms going. I'm holding it up and I'm like, oh, it's been 5 minutes. I remember watching one and I was just shaking the camera constantly because I think I was just excited about something. I wanted to get something off my chest, talk about something funny. It was just shaky. I'm trying to think what else there is now, really. It's, adding in all the different things. I didn't know you had to add in like a picture at the end to say where to click next, learning all of that. I watched a YouTube tutorial on how to make that. At the end of my video, it just says, thanks for watching, subscribe to my YouTube and that kind of thing. I designed that and then saved it and stuck it as one of my favorites on my pictures, so that when I do a video I can just stick it in at the end, stretch it out for 19.5 seconds and put a sort of fade in half a second so that I say thanks for watching, put my thumbs up, and then it fades half a second into the purple and it immediately comes up with the 2 videos to watch and the subscribe button. And it was like, I remember doing that and thinking, yes, brilliant, sorted. This is another step forward. Follow the something different every time you can think of something. Kev's advice is always do something new and improved every video. I feel like I did stuff on YouTube probably every couple of months. It was like, oh, I just level up this thing, I level up that thing. I'm not saying that they're perfect by any means. I'm so far off anyone professional doing this, and I get that it's completely I'm well behind, but it's just been fun. It's just been good adding things in and getting new things and thinking about new ways to do things and learning all the annoying little bits. Like, I don't know if I've ever mentioned, but I record these on my iPhone. So my phone is just sat in front of me, and I know someone who knows can tell, and people who watch these a lot can tell, but generally I don't feel like it's too far away from what you get from other people. I don't feel like it's terrible. I feel like it's decent, you know, it's enough. And that's been part of my advice for people is, don't put it off until you're in the perfect position to do it. Do what you can with what you got, because I was waiting for my PC to arrive to do Twitch, and then I realised I can stream my phone to my Mac, bring up a video thing, and then just broadcast the video to Twitch. And so I've been able to play sort of 3 or 4 games now while people chat to me. No one really minds what game it is. They're there to chat and hang out and get to know other people. But there's a game as a backdrop. It's just framing the thing that we all sit there and do. And it works perfectly. And I'm thinking, I've got my PC arriving in the next few weeks. I can step that up. That'll be a good upgrade. But until then, I've just made do. And with this, I've just made do. I always assumed I'd get a better camera if I really got into doing stuff out and about or whatever. But so far, I've not really had that reason to, because I haven't had the plan to do it. And I kind of think, as time goes by, I will probably have to upgrade and do a better one if I want to level up and do better things. But in the meantime, I'm enjoying just putting my phone up and chatting at it. It works, you know, it does the job. I feel like what I've learned that is something big is that some topics don't work for me. And it's silly because I guess once you've figured out an audience, what you then talk about is dictated by what your audience kind of click. And even at a small level, it's really stark. I was looking through my old videos, and the most popular ones, by no surprise, are the ones where there's big events with Ollie's diagnosis, or the journey we had with Oliver's diagnosis to becoming autistic, or being diagnosed autistic, I mean. And you know, getting his results was a big video. The video where I asked for advice because I was like, he just takes everything literally. That was a big video. I think looking at my channel, it was like I was getting 100, 200 views. And then suddenly I asked a question about him taking everything literally, and the viewership went up over the 2000s, and then immediately dropped back down to sort of 500-ish. And, you know, and it's not about the numbers. It's about just how people either asked the same question or were interested in the answer or just wanted to see what was going on. I know Kev shared some of them as well. The video where Ollie, you know, really upset us because he told his teacher that he wished he was dead or something like that, or he wanted to die because he wanted to meet Jesus, and we got really upset that he seemed really depressed, and we'd really figured out that school was just really depressing him. And all of that. That was really hard hitting, but that got a lot of people watched that. You know, a lot of people come to us from that sort of video. Finding out his diagnosis was a big deal, and I feel like people like those events because they add a bit of value in that they've been through the same, or they're trying to go through the same with their child, or they want to learn about how to do it. I feel like the ones where it's just me talking with the kids are kind of good bread and butter day stuff. People would enjoy that for a quick watch. But when I tried to do, I wanted to talk about the Endgame film coming out, or Infinity War, one or the other, and it had like 30 views. I was absolutely gutted. And then I tried to do my Final Fantasy games ranked from 1 to 15, and that is still probably my least watched video on the whole channel, because the algorithm basically went, no one cares. No one cares what you think about Final Fantasy. Whereas I'd go, I don't know, we might have to change Ollie's school, and literally, you know, 2,000 people were like, click that, find out what's going on there. So this is another thing that I know, again, I chatted to Kev about this because we both were finding it. I think he mentioned it, and I was like, it's exactly what's been going through my head. We were a bit nervous that we were going down a bit of a route where people only really watched when stuff was going bad, and it's hard to keep that momentum of a channel going when you're bumbling along until a catastrophe happens, because you don't want bad stuff to happen. You know, I want to fix everything, and I want to make sure nothing's a problem, and I want to make sure my family are happy. So I don't really want to be doing videos where I'm saying everything's falling apart and everything's, you know, really sad, because then it's like, great, I'm miserable, and oh great, more people are there watching me be miserable. I'd like the videos to be happy. So I try to avoid bringing it up too much, unless it's a question, unless it adds value. If it adds value and I'm saying, you know, we're going through this process at the moment, what, you know, what's your advice? What do you think? I want to ask you guys if you know the answer, offer my thoughts, and then have people watch that video if they're in the same position. That's what I think works. And I really appreciate all the help I get when I say, oh, this has happened. When Ollie, you know, Ollie's had problems with wetting a lot. I've mentioned that in the past. You know, when I get advice on that, it's, you know, it's useful. When we had problems with, you know, friendships and that kind of thing, it was very useful. I love it. That's the biggest thing I've got out of it, being able to just ask questions and get help. But I think adding value is the big thing, or at least either finding ways to be entertaining that get kind of shared around, or just giving people a reason to click. And I'm kind of stuck in that thing of not knowing what value I can give. So I just want to be entertaining, and then I'm just kind of stuck on ideas. So I've worked out a list of things I need to do. I think if I want to grow as a channel, if I want to do more in the next 500 videos, and then be able to, if I get to 1,000 videos and compare it back to this video, I want to be able to say, yeah, Sheepdog, you did that. That was great. Well done. You've got better. Look at you now. You're wearing gold shoes. So I made a little list of things. So first thing I want to do, and I've spoken to Ollie and Emily about this just before I came on. Funnily enough, I was sat there and I thought, I've actually got 2 or 3 videos in my head that I want to make just because they're interesting topics. And I thought, you know, that'd be fun. I'll do them. I recognise they're probably not going to get loads of clicks, but it doesn't matter because it's what I want to do and I'm going to be happy with it, and it will slowly go from there. So then I thought, if I can turn that list of 3 into a list of 100, then it means that I've got 100 videos that I can make and I can just enjoy them. And if at the end of that 100, it's all going great, perfect. If by the end of that 100, I've just done badly, who knows, whatever. But then when I was talking to, I mentioned this in front of Ollie, and he said, can I be in your video tonight? And I said, it's not that kind of video. I'm just talking about the fact I've done 500. I'm talking about YouTube. You know, you're welcome to come on other videos, but not this one. So I said to him, when I pick 100 videos, why don't you pick 10? Emily pick 10. You know, I'll pick 80. Or maybe whatever, you know, whatever. And then I'll have them on the list. And every now and again, I'll just say, right, this week today I'm going to do this video. Let's go out and do it, or whatever it is. Like say they say, I want to do a video where we do this. We'll go and do that video and we'll have a laugh with it. Put it on. I'll have other topics I'll think of. I'm hoping. So number 2 on my list is obviously I'm getting a new computer. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to have the video, record it, put it on the PC, properly edit it, so have a proper, you know, I could have had number 1 come up in the corner and like things along the bottom, words, whatever. It's really hard to do that on the phone. Again, I edit it on the phone. It's quite easy to edit on the phone if it's just a straightforward me talking video, or there's lots of clips. The video where we went to Harry Potter World, another video I really enjoy, I basically filmed 90-second clips and then I just had them all in order on my phone, and I just went through the hello, we're at Harry Potter World. I, you know, chopped the front off, faded into it, you know, went along, and then it would just end and fade straight into the next one. And it was just basically a kind of a waterfall of clips until I got to the end. It was like, ba-dum, 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 we're there. And I just make sure the fade into each one was a little bit okay and a little bit made sense and whatever. And it took ages on a phone. It took like an hour and a half or more and that's probably not that long. Kev probably spends more than that on just one of these videos, but I just sat there with it all going, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. But if I was on a PC, like my PC that's coming, that's going to render videos really quickly, and it's going to be really easy to fade these things. I'm going to be able to get software that can make it look good, add things to it, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? And it'll just level it up a bit. So I'm looking forward to doing that. At some point, I need to upgrade my camera. I feel like once I've got my videos onto a PC and I'm editing them and I'm making them look good and blah, 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 it's going to start becoming obvious that the graphics will hopefully be better than the video, and then I'll need to upgrade the video. I might start using the microphone. If I'm doing videos like this, talking with a better camera and the microphone I use for podcasting should make everything sound a little bit more, I won't sound like a man from Essex anymore. My voice will sound like my real voice, which is really manly and strong and clean and non-Essexy. I will generally be able to play with things like jingles. I don't really know how to add a jingle on the phone. I don't really know where the buttons are on that, but I'll be able to save a whole deck of music that I can just throw a random beat in or something just while we're doing stuff. It's just all those little things that don't really work on a phone, so that's why I don't do them, because I think I tried doing it on 1 or 2 and it took forever. And I'm just like, and I really want to do it, but I don't want to spend like my entire evening just trying to find a way to add a song to it so it's a little bit better than it could be, sorry. So yeah, I think they're the big things. Once the garage conversion is happening between now and like July, probably. We had someone around, they're going to do it. They were going to offer to do it in June. We're not sure if we're using them yet, but we're going to get some other people over. But I'm just thinking, if his price is right and it all looks good, then yeah, that's going to give me another level up, because I'm going to at the moment, I'm sat at the end of my bed. I've got a table over there that my phone's connected to charging. I've got a spotlight behind our TV. I'm sat in front of the curtain in our kitchen, in our bedroom, sorry, on with a tripod here with a camera on it. I'm sat on a chair that's like a kitchen table chair that I brought upstairs a while back, and all around me is just nothing. There's just stuff I've thrown on the floor, so I'm going to pick that up afterwards. You know, every vlog starts with me coming in and just moving all this stuff onto the bed, and every vlog ends with me moving it all back onto the chair and all that. But when the garage is done, I'm going to have a desk, I'm going to have a PC, I'm going to have my monitors, I'm going to have my microphone, I'm going to have everything set up. And while I'm using my phone, it's going to be that I'll slot my phone into the place where the phone goes, and it'll be consistent. I'll have a proper backdrop. I'm going to have a shelf behind me with stuff on it, because I've already got the shelf downstairs with all the stuff on it, all the pop vinyls, all the Pokemon, all of the different bits and bobs. They're already in our living room. I'm just going to drag it into the garage. It's going to go behind me, and it's going to be my backdrop. You know, I've even got pictures that I want up. I've already got them. They're all there. Everything's coming together, basically, when this garage gets done. But that's going to be lovely, because it means I can just sit down and go, hello, everyone, I'm vlogging again, wee, and, you know, it all just saves a bit of time, and I can spend that time putting quality into it. So I'm very excited about the prospects of all these upgrades and so forth. I just hope it all works out. I hope that, you know, we all stick around, we grow and get even bigger. I'd like to get to the point where I want to break 2,000 subscribers, because I've been on 1,300-ish forever. Like, honestly, I just went flat. Like, it sort of went up and up, and then just went, I'm going to stay there for, not that I'm complaining, that's a really good number to be at for somebody who doesn't do outstanding videos, you know, but I'd like to go for 2,000 and beyond, you know, that's the hope. So yeah, I mean, the best thing, I did right, what are the best things about doing YouTube? The absolute best things about doing YouTube, and I genuinely mean this isn't just me sucking up, is you lot, you know, being able to talk and say what I'm worried about, or what I'm thinking, or what I want to do, or what I'm thinking, whatever it is. The comments are amazing, you know, even the comments that are a little bit cheeky or rude, and there's not that many of them. It's all great. I love it. I love it when someone tries to take the mickey. I love it when people are helpful. You know, it makes such a ridiculous difference when some people are like uplifting or kind or say something. You know, genuinely, you would be surprised how much of a difference to someone's day it makes when you get a nice comment about something and you're like, you know, and I tell Claire and she just laughs, like, not laughs at me, she like laughs, like, that's you know, and it does make a difference. And when, or someone just tells you about their day and you're like, I'm glad you told me that, or you've told me about something you're worried about, we've had a chat and I'm hoping I made you feel better. You know, you're telling me about you're going through the same bit of solidarity. That's nice. Knowing that I'm not alone, or being able to show you you're not alone because we're in the same problem as you, is lovely. It's helped me talk to some of my friends more. You know, since doing these videos, I've spoken to my friend Shelley more than I did in years beforehand, and I love that because we were close when we were younger. You know, me getting married and moving away probably didn't help things, and now we're talking all the time because we just talk on Twitch, we talk on YouTube, we talk on Facebook. You know, I've met so many good people through this. I love it. It's brilliant. You're all great, and I really appreciate it. I also feel like it's been a really healthy way to not vent, that's the wrong word, but gather my thoughts. You know, I might be talking to you about something and then I think, oh, I get it, or I know now, or that makes sense, or, you know, I might be saying, I genuinely don't know what this is, and you're like, nah, this is quite common, don't worry about this problem. You know, something with Ollie, I'm like, I'm worried about him, and you're like, no, don't worry, it's fine, it's all normal. You know, that's really helpful. I feel like my mental health is a lot better for doing this. I feel like getting rid of a lot of social media and doing this are the two biggest things that have helped me feel happy and positive. You know, I was quite low probably 3 years ago, and now I just feel generally fine. I mean, obviously COVID's been a quite stressful year, but I generally feel quite unfazed now by things. Just to give a slight insight, I mean, I was doing some work earlier and we were laughing because we had a deadline at 5 o'clock and it was 13 minutes to 5 when we finished the work, and I uploaded it and got it all submitted, and we were saying, God, 2 years ago, we'd have all been effing and blinding about this, and I'd have been really stressed and I'd have been pulling my hair out, but I was just like, we'll get it in, it's fine, it's all good. I just feel like I'm in a better place, I feel like I'm a better person for having the help of all you lot watching and talking with me. And ultimately, I love the fact I'm learning new things. It's just nice being able to learn about how to do things, how YouTube works, how Twitch works, how the internet works, how, you know, if I say this happens or whatever. It's interesting. I'm learning a lot about people that I kind of didn't know. I don't know whether I lack that kind of ability to read other people very well. I've always found this, as long as I've known Kev, he'll be like, so-and-so's going to do this next, or they're going to say that, or this is what they're thinking. And I'm like, how does he know that? I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if I do this, that happens. You know, I can't read people at all. And I feel like I'm getting better at that from doing this. So it's interesting. I feel better about my understanding of things a lot. So yeah, long story short, I tell you what, YouTube is awesome. I really enjoy it. 500 videos is a nice milestone. I'm very pleased with it. I feel like I could have got there quicker if I hadn't have taken months off. I regret that. Consistency is key. That's probably the biggest thing I've learned as well. Consistency is key, and I've not been consistent enough. And that's something I need to be doing when I do have the setup in place and the list of ideas. So yeah, I'm going to wrap up. I think on a note of consistency, I don't know if I ever mentioned, which is stupid, and mentioned this to your viewers, but my big plan now is that on Mondays I'm going to Twitch, on Tuesdays I'm going to YouTube, on Wednesdays I'm going to Twitch, on Thursdays I'm going to YouTube, Fridays I do podcasting, and then Saturday or Sunday. I think Sunday I'm going to do Twitch and Saturday I'm going to chill, because this week I didn't do anything Saturday because Claire wasn't well, and I felt so good having a day off. Not from this really, just the fact that I didn't do anything all day. I almost did a vlog, but then we just got sidetracked because Claire wasn't well. So I think I'll probably do a vlog on a Saturday that's just a nice light one. But no, I feel really good. I feel really happy, and I'm very positive. And I just like the fact I've hit 500. So let's go for 1,000 and see how we get on. And I hope you're all still here when we get there. So yeah, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for all of you who've watched the videos up to this point. I hope you continue to do so. And I hope you're all well. Let me know in the comments how you're doing, how your week's going, how your weekend went. Let me know your favourite videos you watched over the time. Let me know anything else you think I need to tweak. It'll be useful. Feedback's great. And most of all, you know, I hope you're all healthy and well. And yeah, just let me know how you're getting on. Thanks for watching, and cheers. Now I'm going to swipe to my little purple screen with my things on it. Goodbye.